Hi, welcome to Forensic Ballistics lecture series on the topics ammunitions, its types, parts, and mixtures. In here, we are going to talk about the concepts of ammunition, the types and parts of ammunition, and the chemical mixtures of ammunition. At the end of this discussion, it is expected that everyone will be able to acquire competent knowledge on the herein provided coverage. Now let's begin talking about the concept of ammunition. As defined, ammunition is a group of cartridges which is complete unfired unit consisting of a bullet, a cartridge case, gunpowder, and primer. So that means to say, pag sinabi natin ammunition, tumutukoy po ito sa isang bala na ginagamit sa baril, which is kumpleto. Pag sinabi kumpleto, nandyan yung kanyang component parts. Yung bullet na lumilipad on the space, the cartridge case na nag-hold ng chemicals, the gunpowder which is the chemical na nagre-raise yung kanyang pressure whenever siya po ay nasusunog, at siyempre yung pinakamahalagang component, the primer, which is the chemical na when heated by a hammer, nagkakaroon ng pressure at nag-create, nag-ignite ng gunpowder. So yan po yung tinatawag nating konsepto or definition ng ammunition. Now, let's talk about the types of ammunition. Madaming aspeto na pwede natin pag-usapan ng ammunition. Unang-una, base sa location ng priming mixture. Ibig sabihin, pwede natin pag-usapan ang bala base sa location ng chemical component ito, which is yung tinatawag na primer. So talking about it, we have for the pinfire cartridge, yung isang uri ng bala na kung saan ang kanyang um, priming mixture ay makikita natin malapit or andyan mismo sa base. No? So that is pinfire. Katulad sa nakikita ninyo sa photograph, nandito po yung pinfire cartridge. No? Nasa gilid banda. At kapag ito po ay nasa baril, makikita mong ang hammer ay dito tatama sa dulong part ng lumalabas na portion na ito sa base. No? So again, that is the pinfire cartridge. Pangalawa ay rimfire. Pag sinabi natin rimfire, obviously ang primer ay makikita natin mismo sa rim ng uh, bala, no? Katulad ng nakikita ninyo sa photograph, nandito po siya sa pinakagilid ng base. So kung ito yung base, makikita mo sa pinaka-edge or gilid ng base, nandyan makikita ang location ng rim fire cartridge. On the other hand, pag sinabi naman natin center fire cartridge, obviously from the word itself, center, nasa gitna. Ito pong nakikita ninyo sa arrow ng ating mouse, no? Nasa gitna ng base, nasa center, ang location ng primer, ang tawag natin dyan, center fire cartridge. Now, finally, ang ring fire cartridge naman ay makikita natin sa bandang ring, no? Nitong ating bala, no? Or base, sa base ng bala. No? So, at the ring, okay, so once again, at the ring, makikita natin dito yung primer. No? So again, here it is, the photographs of our cartridges according to the location of the primer. No? We have the rim fire, the center fire, the ring fire, and the pin fire. On the other hand, meron din tayong mga uri ng ammunition based sa firearm na ginagamit sila. So here we have the rimmed fire. Obviously, ito ay ginagamit sa cylindrical na magazine, which is makikita natin sa revolver pistol, no? So the rim is being used upang hindi siya sabay na lumabas doon sa pinaglalagyan niya sa firearm, which is the cylinder. On the other hand, si rimless at saka si semi-rim ay ginagamit naman sa mga magazine type firearms, also derivated, no? Obviously, sa mga pistols na firearm. And we have here the belted um, ammunition na ginagamit naman natin sa mga rifle, just like M16, 30 caliber, 60 caliber. The purpose of employing this belt is to provide strength whenever na-ignite or nagkaroon ng pressure sa loob mula kay primer patungo kay gunpowder para hindi po ma-distract, masira ito pong cartridge case niya. So once again, the rim ginagamit sa mga revolver pistols at ang gamit ni rim ay para hindi siya dumiretso, matanggal doon sa kanyang nagsisilbing magazine which is called the cylinder. Si rimless, si semi-rim at saka si rebated ay ginagamit naman sa mga magazine type firearms like the pistol. And finally, once again, belted is for rifles or high-powered firearms. Now let's talk about the parts of a cartridge. So first is the bullet. Ang bullet ay nagsisilbing bagay or projectile. Pag sinabi natin projectile, bagay na may kakayahang lumipad. At ang nagpapalipad dito is the force. The expansive force coming from gunpowder which was ignited by the priming. No? Pangalawang part ay tinatawag nating cartridge case. Yung kaha or yung metal na nag-serve as container ng ating gunpowder. At of course, nandyan located yung primer, including naka-attached sa kanya si bullet. Pumapangatlo si gunpowder, ang nagsisilbing chemical or powder charge. Tinatawag din natin ito sa ibang pangalan na propellant. Siya yung napipressure by the primer and tumutulak kay bullet upang lumipad on air, mag-travel on space, and of course, hitting the target. Finally is the sensitive chemical material that ignites the gunpowder, which is called the primer. So again, ito po yung apat na mahalagang bahagi ng cartridge. Pag kinulang po sila, tatawagin po natin ang cartridge as incomplete. Now, though it is still a cartridge but incomplete considering one of the component parts is lacking. In that case, ang bullet na po yan, ang cartridge na po yan ay malabong puputok. No? So again, those are the parts of the cartridge. Now, let's talk individually yung mga parts na yan. Unang-una, pag-usapan natin si bullet. By concept, bullet was derived from a French word bullet, which means slug. So please be reminded, please remember always the other term for bullet, which is known as slug. And by formal definition, it is defined as a metallic or non-metallic cylindrical projectile which is propelled or lumilipad sa pamamagitan ng baril gawa ng expansive force of gas galing sa gunpowder and was ignited by a sensitive chemical known as primer. So pag sinabi natin bullet, pabilog po yan normally. At tandaan, hindi lahat ng bullet ay metal. Meron din tayong tinatawag na non-metallic bullet because those are bullets which is used for a specific purpose. Just like for example sa mga shooting or some demonstrations, performances as exhibited by our military men or even policemen who are having their training. Again, that is one of the important part of the cartridge known as bullet. And when we talk about bullet, of course, may mga klase ito. Unang-una, pag pinag-usapan natin si bullet, base sa mechanical structure or pagkakagawa, meron tayong tinatawag na lead bullet. Obviously, pag sinabi lead bullet, matigas po ito. Gawa ng ito pong uri ng bala ay galing sa lead or alloy metallic components na talagang pang-paralyze or pang-inflict ng fatality talaga ito. That is lead bullet. On the other hand, we have the so-called jacketed bullet from the word jacketed. Ang bullet ay may naka-attached or covered sa edge nito or sa dulong part nito by a jacket form coming from a harder material or kung hindi man soft material na tinatawag nating damdam bullet. Yun po yung flowering effect niya pag tumama sa target. Yung tinatawag natin in common or in layman's term as double action bullet because once it hits the target, it creates new reaction and that kung ito po ejected with a soft material, bubuka po siya. Bubuka and that inflicts a much greater damage or much greater wound. So we can predict that somehow ang kanyang entrance wound ay mas malaki kaysa sa exit wound. On the other hand, kung harder material naman ang ating inilagay as jacket, then that creates also a greater impact because of that hard material. Pero kung ito ay soft material, usually flowering yung kanyang effect, kaya kumbaga ang fatality, ang lawak ng kanyang extent, ng kanyang sira sa target ay nag-extend. Again, that is jagged bullet. Samantala, sa synthetic bullet, ito po yung tinatawag nating specialized form of bullet na ginagamit for a specific purpose, just like sa mga shooting sa ating mga pelikula, demonstrations from ating sundalo or policemen who are having their training or demonstrating such a training purpose. So once again, yun po yung mga uri ng bullet natin base sa structure or pagkakagawa. Samantala, kung pag-usapan natin ang bullet base sa pinagagamitan, ang bullet ay may madaming uri, 5 po. So meron tayong tinatawag na ball bullet, usually ginagamit sa tao, and that makikita natin sa mga small bore firearms, just like for example the shotgun, no? So it is being designed for that specific purpose, pang malapitan, because that inflicts a superficial injury, no? Para ma-restrict lang natin yung movement ng taong may infraction na or kasalanan doon sa area na ating binabantayan. Samantala, yung tinatawag nating armor piercing bullet, from the word itself, armor, ito naman ay ang bullet na ginagamit specifically to hit armored cars, no? Para ma-inflict natin yung gusto nating purpose doon sa armored vehicle na iyon. Samantala, pag sinabi natin tracer bullet, ito po yung isang uri ng bullet na nag-create or may makikita kang fire sa bees. Normally, ginagamit ng mga snipers natin during night combatants upang matukoy ang takbo ng bullet kung saan ito patungo. Also, we have the so-called incendiary bullet, from the word itself, incendiary. Ito naman yung bullet na may mataas na content ng creating fire. No? It is designed to hit light materials upang makapag-create ng fire or damage by the means of fire. And finally, we have the so-called explosive bullet na kung saan from the word itself, ito naman yung uri ng bullet na once it hits the target, nagkakaroon siya ng secondary explosion. Because of the explosive na naka-install dyan mismo sa edge or sa dulong part or sa nose, sa ogive ng explosive, just like what you are seeing sa mga baril or firearm known as M203. Again, these are the classification of bullet according to structure, pagkakagawa, and according to use. Ganito po sila, no? So we have here the soft hollow nose, yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, na jacketed bullet by a soft material, no? So ito naman yung explosive bullet, sa edge niya or sa dulong part may explosive component. The lead bullet, which is purely lead or alloy. We have here the ball bullet designed for personnel, and we have here the solid bullet which impacts greater damage to the bone or any form of a target. Now let's talk about another important part of the cartridge, which is known as propellant. Ang propellant ay tinatawag din natin sa ibang pangalan na gunpowder na mayroong dalawang klase, no? So the black powder and the smokeless powder. Pag sinabi natin black powder, yung makaluma na uri ng pulbura or black powder or gunpowder, no? Kaya po ito mausok dahil sa kanyang component, chemical component, which is 15% of it known as charcoal. And then 70% of it is the potassium and 10% of it is sulfur. So yan pong tatlong uri ng chemical combined together that creates a chemical mixture known as black powder. Kaya po siya mausok. No? Yan po yung makaluma na gunpowder natin. On the other hand, the modern type of gunpowder that we have nowadays is the smokeless powder na siyang nasisilbing pinakamalakas na uri na gunpowder as compared kay black powder. Hindi na siya ganun kausok considering yung kanyang bagong chemical mixture which is nitrocellulose based. No? So again, Ang gunpowder ang nagsisilbing chemical component ng cartridge na kapag ka na-hit ni primer, ni hammer si primer ay masusunog si gunpowder ay mapipressure sa loob and that itutulak niya si bullet. Kaya po napakahalaga ng ginagampanan ng gunpowder sa tinatawag nating firearms mechanism. Again, that is gunpowder. Samantala, sa pangatlong pagkakataon, ang primer ang nagsisilbing isang mahalagang component part ng cartridge sapagkat ito yung sensitive chemical compound na kapag tinamaan ni primer ay masusunog, no? At mag-ignite siya papunta kay gunpowder. So that chemical component is composed of 45% potassium chloride, antimony sulfide, and fulminate of mercury which is 32%. Subalit ang primer, no, bilang isang component part ay may dalawang klase. The boxer type na isa yung kanyang butas at burden type or dalawa yung kanyang butas. Now question, ano ang gamit ng butas or flash hole? So yung flash hole ang nagsisilbing daluyan o daanan, no, ng ignition ng primer whenever that chemical compound was heated by the hammer. So of course, mas advantage si dalawang flash hole dahil dalawa yung butas niya, obviously mas mabilis ang daloy sa dalawang butas na dadaanan ng sensitive chemical compound known as primer. Now, kung pag-usapan natin si primer, may apat siyang sub parts, no? So we have the primer cup. From the word itself, cup, siya po yung nagsisilbing container ng sensitive chemical compound. Of course, priming mixture, the chemical itself, na nandyan kay primer cup. Si anvil, isang uri ng papel na nagsisilbing portion na naghihiwalay kay chemical compound at saka kay gunpowder, no? At si disc, isang papel ulit and then manipis na foil na nagko-cover, nag-hold, nagpo-protect sa chemical mixture kasi hindi siya pwedeng masira or hindi siya pwedeng lumabas dyan sa primer cup, no? Kaya nga meron din tayong disc and anvil protecting that chemical component para hindi magkaroon ng direct contact with the gunpowder. Kasi pareho po yan chemical eh. Alam naman natin, once a chemical combined with another chemical, there is always the so-called chemical chain reaction. So that is the very purpose. So once again, yan po yung ating mga mahalagang discussions or important and simple things that we need to know all about ammunitions, its parts, components, and mixtures. Thank you.